Blackout 650 Gaming here, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. So I finally determined what car we're going to be modifying, and so yeah. So I am recording this in a different way than usual because, as many know, I've been having issues with my recording software, OBS. The issue being that it will not start at all, even a little bit. Well, I mean, maybe a little bit, but not enough for it to be relevant. So yeah. But so I have to use the Windows or the Microsoft, whatever, take your pick, Windows, Microsoft, to make a difference, recording shit that they have for their stuff. So the sound is going to be absolutely horrible because it records at 192 kilobits per second. And I know that means absolutely nothing to a lot of people, and it kind of meant nothing to me as well, but whatever. But Audacity, which I use to record my microphone right now, which is why I have to do a clap at the beginning, you know, a good one of those. The reason I have to do that, the bit rate that Audacity uses is 1,200 and something kilobits per second versus the 192 of this thing. So, you know, my microphone will sound great compared to the game. Fortunately, this isn't the chunk where I'm actually recording the car's sound. Well, actually it is, but whatever. Anyway, so this is the car that we're going with. I don't know why the hood pins look like that, but whatever. So yeah, this is the Chevrolet Chevelle, Chevelle SS Super Sport, Horizon Edition. I won this from a wheel spin. Didn't really want it, but I got it anyway, so whatever. So at the moment it has the, well, that Chevelle Super Sport 454 Horizon Edition, 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle. So what we're gonna do is get rid of every single thing that they changed about. Let me see. All right, well I do already have the 6.2 V8 in there, and it is already supercharged. And let's be honest, I was gonna do that anyway. So we'll leave that one, but we gotta do this. We've gotta do this. There it goes, okay. And let's look through the hoods real quick. Okay. So here's the stock hood, which quite frankly looks pretty badass. And then there's this one, which, I mean, don't really like that. There's this one, and then there's finally this one. So this leaves the air ram intake thing on the center of the hood, which opens up a bit when you kind of floor it a bit, so it takes in more air. That's a neat little feature it has. I assume that'll still function on here, so we might as well just stick with that, and we'll work with what we've got in there. So tires, it already has racing tires on, but we're going to make them these racing tires because I have kind of want to do like a matte black on this. Front tires are way too wide, quite frankly. Let's bring those down one. Alright, rear tires, I don't know why I even bothered checking. Let's look at rims. So those are the stock rims, which are honestly pretty sweet. I don't even know what the rims are that they put on this, but I don't really like them. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not my choice. Now we need to also, I always forget this when I'm doing this, I can change the color of the rims. So I always go through and I'm like, oh god, those are cool rims, but what the fuck is that color? And it never really crosses my mind that, hey, I can change that to whatever the fuck. But I still don't really like those. They're too blech. They look cheap, you know? You can go, I don't really want this to look cheap. No. How about that? Those look, yep, they sure look. You know, I might actually already know what I kind of want to do with this. I kind of want to go with Demon rims, Dodge Demon. And it's kind of like that, but they're a little further inside the rim, and they're black and have some more definition to them. Sort of a bit closer to that, I guess. So I might go with that. Or actually, that looks kind of neat. Let's put those on for now. Let's not look for the rest of those because I always use something, well, not always, but I generally end up using something like those or these or whatever. So we're going to stay away from those. Don't like that. This is what I use for the Dodge Demon rims. So that doesn't actually look very good on this car. So definitely not going to do those. Alright, you want to... There we go. Yeah. So, while I'm looking through these very, very slowly, I do have another thing to talk about. So, as many know, I use a 3-screen setup, with my main screen being a 40-inch television, 40-inch Toshiba television, and that's something, I guess. I don't know. It's really not very good. It's terrible. It's actually really horrible for frame rate and everything, and it's also getting pretty old, and it's dying, and well, it died actually. I can use it for the antenna for, you know, coaxial stuff, like my Atari 2600. I can use that, and I can probably use component things such as PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, or my NES. However, I cannot use HDMI. And quite frankly, I don't care enough to actually get adapters to plug my HDMI into the VGA port or into a component port on the TV, because I lose so much, like, good screenedness that it's just not worth it. And yes, good screenedness is not quite a word, but whatever. Alright. I think we're just gonna go ahead and go these. Alright, so we got those now. And that's already dealt with. And I don't think they should be any bigger. We'll come back to that though if we so choose. That's already a race clutch, probably transmission, and oh, nope. Now it's a race transmission though. Drive shaft, that's race, of course. The one thing I would consider not having as a race thing is the one thing that's a race thing. And a race diff, which is completely useless if you don't know how to use a differential correctly. Which I don't really. Racing brakes, change, there we go. I assume they're probably carbon ceramic. Totally. No. We'll stick with the race suspension because, yeah. Race on that, probably on here as well. Don't know why they would change it. Let's bring this down. Okay. Never mind. Let's just leave all of that alone. Now, how much? Jesus, 914 horsepower. Come on. Come on now. We're bringing that down. I know that's a weird thing to do. I've never done this, I don't think. But we're going to bring it down now, y'all, to, like... Shit, I don't know. See if we can't do let's try 725 horsepower. So let's actually go back. Shoot for around there. 725. Perfect. Alright, cool. Let's go all the way to here. What's this? Okay, that's good. Sport is fine. If it's too light, then we just end up spinning the tires indefinitely. Alright, so since it has so much fucking power, let's try the correct thing. We are going to make the rims a little bit bigger. They're already bigger? Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay. Let's bring them up to there. 265, 40R17. Not bad, not bad. I don't actually know which one is the size. 35, 30. Whatever, man. It means absolutely nothing to me. They just look bigger. I'm not going to say it. Okay. Wait. Not done yet. Hold on. I just want to, real quick. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it then. So now we will install setup. 725 horsepower, it's lighter, and it has better lateral Gs. And went from an A to an S1 somehow by reducing the amount of power it had and adding stuff. Okay, continuing on. So yeah, I am down to 2 screens. Here's the fucking amazing thing. The screen I have on my left is an ancient Sony SD something, like it's from late probably mid 90s, early to mid 90s, I'd say. One of the very first few semi-flat screen monitors, and it's a screen and an extra little component-y box thing that actually powers the screen and converts everything to shit that makes sense and all that, and that thing still works. The thing that's older than I am works better than the thing that's, I don't know, 5, 6 years old. So yeah. And then I have that Sony screen, and I have my Asus, well, an Asus screen. So I have something that's basically like 480p, and then a 1920 by 1080 screen. I don't know what the Sony's resolution is. It's like 128. I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's go try and drive this thing, and we'll make some adjustments to the suspension. I think I might be in the city, which could be an issue. Yep, okay. Nothing's showing my FPS, but... I don't, again, I know the sound quality is probably total shit, but it's all I got right now. Actually, might as well take a look at the tuning, see what all we've got going. So 30 psi and that we upgraded. Okie dokie. Let's bring this up a bit. Stiffen up the rear. Raise it a little bit as well. Pardon me. Okay. Aerodynamics. Let's see. Let's I don't know yet actually because I haven't really driven it yet. Gotta adjust the brakes forward. To bring this up a little bit like that. Bring this one down too. Let's try this. It's almost like I actually know what I'm doing. I don't. We gotta bring the gear ratio out a bit. So we need a higher gear ratio. Lower. Fuck. Lower? I'm not sure that this thing makes much sense. See, wait, hold on. A bigger one would slow it. So... gear ratios are so confusing. Adjusting an individual gear ratio. A higher gear ratio makes for quicker, lower gear ratio, higher top speed, choosing the right ratio. To determine the final drive ratio, divide the number of teeth on the ring gear by the number of teeth on the pinion gear. A ring gear with 41 teeth and a pinion gear with 10 teeth yields a 4.10 to 1, so the drive shaft rotates 4.1 times for each turn of the wheels. A higher final drive rotation provides higher... Oh, God, that's confusing. All I know is I need it to go out further. I swear, the gear ratios are the size of the gear, and it's multiplying the power. So, like, or no, it's dividing it. A 2.8 means it's, the engine is producing to the wheels 2.89. I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. Let's just pretend like we had this discussion. Get in my way. This might end up being a car that I gotta drift through. Fucked it up. Alright, hold on. Let me... Come on. Okay. Does it make it bigger or smaller? It makes it smaller. Why? I can never remember if it's a smaller gear that does more work or a bigger gear that does more work. A bigger gear is turning slower. So if you have a bigger gear against a small gear, it's turning the small gear really fast. I don't know. Why do I keep trying to logic this shit out? I figured it out once and I don't know, it just fucked up my brain after that. It's just like, oh, this makes sense. Nope, never makes sense again. Alright, continuing on. yes, I do generally try to tune these so that they drift well. Doesn't always turn out that way, but, you know, whatever. Alright, so there's the Chevelle SS for the time being. Yeah, I'm definitely. Oh, wait, I want to see. That flap there doesn't work. Yeah, definitely feeling a matte black on this thing. Preferably less dented to hell, but whatever. Whoa, I forgot I did some weird shit with the camera. Hold on, let's, such a default. Ew, that's not as much fun. Up the contrast a lot. I don't know, I like pictures with a lot of color on it. Like a lot of real vivid colors in it. So generally a fairly high contrast, decently low brightness, and low exposure. I don't know why, I just kind of like them. So there we go, that's that then. Photo mode, hide the UI. Alright. So yeah, there we go. I'll have to remember to steal this image from Photoshop. Or not Photoshop, the other one. Premiere. Whatever. The shit I used to edit the shit. Need to remember to steal this photo from it. But anyway. If you did enjoy this video for some reason. This one wasn't too terrible. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any suggestions on the paint for this, like anything at all, quite frankly, color, decals, I mean, please, anything. Go ahead and put that down below in the comments. And if you didn't like the video, don't leave a like or don't comment. And I will see you in the next video.